Hello all, welcome to WB Institution, an online education app. So today we are going to see about electromagnetics, which is very important and familiar topics in your GATE and IES examination. Okay, so you will be having morely 10 to 12 questions from this topic. So first of all, we learn what is an electromagnetics. So electromagnetics is nothing but it is a branch of physics that deals with EM force. So electromagnetics that deals with EM force. EM is nothing but electric and magnetic force. So how an electric and magnetic force that will occur? Okay, so it is occurs between a physical interaction of it occurs due to the physical interaction of two charged particles. It may be any particles. So EM force occurs due to physical interactions of two charged particles. Okay, so in electromagnetics lesson we gonna see about scalars, vectors, dot products, waveguides, antennas, everything. Okay, so first we'll learn about some important terminologies that we gonna use in our electromagnetics. So first one is nothing but scalars and vectors. Okay, so what is in scalars? Scalars define only the magnitude and vectors define only the magnitude and direction. So first of all, what is a magnitude and what is a direction, we'll see. Okay, so magnitude is nothing but E field, direction is nothing but M field. So what is an E and M refers here is E is nothing but your electric field, M is nothing but your magnetic field. So combinedly we called as an electromagnetics. So E refers to electric and M refers to the magnetic field. So in any semiconductor device or in any particles, two charged particles occur when an applied electric field. Okay, that is maybe an electric field or a magnetic field. So scalar depends only on your magnitude. Magnitude is nothing but your electric field, and vector defined for your both magnitude and direction, which means it has both E and M. Okay, so this is the graphical representation of a charged particle. So A is the starting point, B is your ending point. Okay, so A has in three vectors x1, y1, z1, and this is similar to x2, y2, z2. So let A and B are 2 points. Okay, if we took A and B are the two starting and end points of any straight line, then what will be the vector? A B vector is equals to, so just take the first point alone, x2 minus x1 into ax of vector. So this refers to the vector a power x and whole bar refers to the vector ax vector of. So for ay vector you need to subtract difference of y2 minus y1, and for az vector you need to take the difference of z2 minus z1. Okay, so these are the points that we gonna apply in our line. Then coming for the distance between the A and B, this formula is very important. Distance between two vectors. So 3 points will be given and you need to find the distance between the any two vectors. So x2 minus x1 whole square, square root of, upon the square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. It is used to find the distance between the any two vectors. Okay, so next we will see about vector algebra. So what is vector algebra? So we said what is an vector and how we can define this one. So in vector algebra we can also add and subtract it. So for addition, A vector plus B vector, since we took only these two vectors. Okay, A vector plus B vector. So A vector you have to take in A suffix of x plus B suffix of x, which must be added and being multiplied to your personalized vectors. Those, that is Ax vector for y and z, the similar process. So coming for the difference process, difference in this is subtraction. So in place of addition you gonna replace this your minus. Okay, so this is your vector algebra for addition and subtraction. Then coming for a dot product. So dot product and cross product is a very important concept. So first we'll see what is an dot product. So dot product is nothing but, just take this example, take this in a diagram. See, A is in any field that carries along in one direction, just traveling in any plane that is proportional to the propagation of any other field that exists in the other plane. So A into B, just what we took in as a vector. So A into B equal to AB cos theta. This is your dot product formula, which is very important. A into B vector equal to AB cos theta, where theta is nothing but an angle between A and B. Since it is A, it is B. Theta is nothing but angle between A and B. Theta may be 30 degree, 55 degree or anything. Okay. So it exists in 4 cases. First case is when A and B are parallels. Parallel in the sense what? Two fields that will never touch. So this is A, this is B. Two fields that may travel through a plane but it will never touch. So A and B are parallel. For A and B are parallel, this is your condition. Theta is equal to 0. If A and B are parallel, you need to assume theta as 0. So what is cos 0? In place of theta, you need to replace 0. So what is cos 0? Cos 0 is your 1. So AB into 1 will gives you AB. So this is for your parallel. Similarly for perpendicular, so A is perpendicular to B likewise. Okay. For A is perpendicular, theta is pi by 2. What is pi by 2? 180 divided, pi is nothing but your 180 degree. So pi by 2 is 90 degree. For cos 90 degree is 0. Replace theta as 0. For perpendicular, you will be having A into B equals to 0. Similarly for A and B are opposite. If A is in another charged particles and B is in another charged particles, what will happen? Theta will becomes as pi. So theta will becomes as 180 degree. So in that case, cos theta will becomes as minus 1. So cos 180 is minus 1. Replace theta as minus 1. So these three are very important cases in dot product: parallel, perpendicular and opposite. Okay, then dot product for unit vectors. For unit vectors, you need to find the dot product. Dot product in the sense Ax of, so Ax bar, Ax vector into Ax vector, which is equals to Ay vector into Ay, Az vector into Az vector equals to 1. So this gives you value of 1. When the similar dot product of vectors will gives you 1. Similar dot values of vector will gives you 1. Okay, so this one check. Ax into Ay. So it is in different vectors, right? So similar vectors being multiplied as a dot product only will gives you 1. Rather than that will gives you 0. Okay, so next one is your vector or cross product. So till now we have seen about dot product, right? So next is nothing but your vector or cross product. So magnitude of A into B. So that means A cross B is defined as AB sin theta. So check here. In dot product what we have seen, A into B is AB cos theta. For cross product it is sin theta. So this is the very important similar you need to remember while doing the sum. Okay, for dot product it is cos and for sin, and for cross it is sin. Okay, so the cross product unit vector. So what we saw in dot product, it is cross product. So same vector here being multiplied will gives you 0. What we saw in dot, it gives you 1, here it gives you 0. Okay, so this is an example of rest of them are being multiplied. For Ax into Ay, the answer is Az, minus of Az. Just take this examples alone. These are very important terms and terminologies. And this one is how you define your cross product vector by matrices. Vector and matrices, we know that, right? A cross into B cross, Ax bar, Ax vector, Ay vector, Az vector. So how we can solve this? Like a determinant method. So if you take Ax vector alone, so how you can solve? You just subtract this one and Ay to B, Ay into Bz minus Az into By, product of Ax vector. Likewise you can find the answer. Okay, so this is for vector product and this is for dot product. Next we will see about Coulomb's law, Stokes theorems and everything. Okay.